couple of our followers on Facebook lamenting Sri Lanka's decision not to train on artificial pitches back at home. Here they come. It's the Philippines, the Volcanoes, the form team from yesterday, beating Korea and Malaysia, and probably their best day of sevens rugby at the top level. They'll be taking on Hong Kong, the hosts, the Asia Games gold medalists, who looked insatiable yesterday. 59 points on Malaysia, 51 points against Korea. 100 points yesterday, and they really do look like the form team in this tournament. There's Max Woodward, who's just form right across that back line, the whole line there. It was like Toby Fenn, 2 tries in his second game yesterday. But the young players, Herbert, Denmark, Nardoni, all under 20s recently, now 20, 21. They are the future of Hong Kong rugby, and a good mixture, a sprinkling of veterans. Rimini, Ukam Shing, Woodward, and Jamie Hood, who starts this one on the bench. Kadu Lu, you could almost call him a veteran now. And then over there on the Philippine side, look out for Howe in number 12. And Tim Boheni in number 5. Well, he's shown some great form. There he is with the ball now, taking that one down off the start. He's shown an extra, he's grown an extra arm and a leg in this tournament. That's Don Coleman going to ground. Jack Neville with the tackle, spills it out. Ukam Shing just squawks in on that one. Rimini out to Lee, and he's got Toby Fenn, not known as a winger, but fancies himself with a bit of gas. Places it nicely. Coverdale, Neville, Maxwell, Ukam Shing. Is he on the outside? No. Covering defence comes across. Bohini tries to get him around the hips and scrag him to the ground. Good patient work by Hong Kong. Rimini steps 2-3 times off the left. Sees Neville, he steps off the left twice and puts in the big bend. And the Kowloon pivot goes in for try number 1. This final pool game of Hong Kong.
Well, good ball movement from Hong Kong. They go to the wide channel to Fenn. They go back the other way. Next thing you know, the skipper's carving them up, giving Jackie Neville the opportunity to get on his good foot. And we know he loves that big left-hand Fenn. That's it. You better get away from me, big fella. Jack the lad in for 5. Hong Kong out to 7-0.
What the Philippines have to do here is try and get some points of their own. In fact, they've sewn up second spot already. They put a lot into their wins yesterday against Malaysia and Chinese Taipei. Here they come though. There's Bohini. There's Hal, the gas man. Gets a start today. Came off the bench twice yesterday. Neville with the determined bit of defensive work there. Up comes Fenn. Looking for some space on the outside and just get that one tucked under the wing in time is Don Coleman. Speaking to the Filipinos, the Philippines players earlier, they wanted us to send out a message to friends and family back home in the Philippines, which has been ravaged by Typhoon Mangkhut at the moment. Special shout out to the Zappiers, former players, prolific rugby family. They're up north where it got hit the worst. Hope everything's okay up there. And if you're watching, thanks for joining us. Here goes Neville. Straight through the tackle of Harrison Blake. He's left clutching at straws. What a Fenn though. He's got it working today as Jack Neville. He goes in for try number 2.
Remember when Jack Neville made his debut for Hong Kong and he looked much more threatening in the middle section, the centre lane of the field, than he did coming around the sides. And his straight line speed's exceptional, but yeah. The big Fenn solves a lot of problems, doesn't it? Gonna grab him by the hips to bring him down. Maybe he's just got unusually long arms.
It's like Inspector Gadget. Rimini gets us restarted. UCam Shing soaring through the air there. Saw a lot of that, didn't we, in the Asian Games? In case you've been living under a rock, Hong Kong won the gold there against Japan in the final, 14 points to 0. Sensational effort by them, and it looks like it could be shaping up for a cup final. Those two teams again. That's mouth-watering. Here goes UCam Shing, looking for try number 3. Gets on the outside of Howe, who comes back at him a second time. Good work from the Volcano. Kadu Lee's on the scene. Max Woodward. Biggest thighs in Hong Kong rugby, perhaps. Yu looks up, tries to dart over the top. Is he short?
He's in.
He's in. Good work from the veteran there.
Well, Hong Kong team working in unison, keeping the pressure on the Philippines. Playing at a really good tempo, Hong Kong. Good skills. And the strike power of UCam Shing. There's an added bonus as Ben Rimini threads the needle from out wide. Here he is. Almost through. A pick and go by the winger. And the Philippines not fast enough to close him down.
Yu gets after it again. Boheni gets up for that one. Find themselves 21-0 down. Still a minute to go in this first half. Coverdale trying to rip that one out of the grips of, I think it's Fogarty. No, sorry, it's Coleman. Rimini takes on Rudder, Jerome Rudder, that is, and he's done well to step inside there. There's just one Hong Kong player there, making it incredibly difficult. Coverdale there takes on 3 Volcanoes and wins. Toby Fenn, so they won't be kicking this for touch. He looks a bit lost.
Yeah, he looks positively confused.
What am I doing with?
Usually he has to steal the ball.
Here we go. Woodward's going to try and put UCam Shing in a little bit of space. Gets on the outside of Howe. We know Howe's quick, but Yu's fast. Good work from Howe. Gets a finger on him. Pulls the Tigers player to ground. Now they come at it with some steam. Neville looking for his hat trick. He's got Coverdale. Takes in 2. Tries to get the arms free. Rimini now just crabs across to Fenn. It's a good low tackle coming in from Fogarty. Coverdale looks up, thinks he can just snipe down the blind. He's well and truly accosted there by Rudder. And according to Charlie Brown, that was not cricket. Yellow card, in fact. The wee man, Jerome Rudder there, throwing his weight around. 2 minutes in the naughty chair for him. Yeah, okay. So Woodward's going to get an easy run in here. Just jogs it round for convenience purposes. And that's try number 4 for Hong Kong. And try number 4 for Max Woodward in the tournament. So a good half to Hong Kong, shutting down the Philippines, knowing that they're a confident side, and giving them a sniff will make it quite difficult for you. It's 28-0 half-time.
Good opening half for Hong Kong. There's the Happy Valleys drenched in sunshine for now.
It's Speaking of the Happy Valley, Jed, two of my favourite teams playing across the other side of this ground later today, the valley there. They'll be without the likes of Rimini, Woodwood, Lee Jones, and one other, Toby Fenn, of course. Playing a pre-season warm-up against the Sandy Bay, the local league here, kicking off next weekend with Super Saturday. And your favourite team also playing today, Australia.
Oh yes, yeah, my word, I'm looking forward to seeing Australia playing rugby.
I don't want you...
Just after that, I'm probably going to find a hole in my head, which I'm excited about as well. I don't know which one I want first.
If you go missing around kick-off time of the Australia-Argentina game, I'll go and find you in the sports bar. Follow us on Facebook, asia.rugby.
I see the immigration experts of Asian Rugby have joined us once again on the chat group.
That's right.
Incredibly wise words being chucked around by a very vocal minority who probably have a hard time getting out of the house or doing what their mother tells them. Let's check out some action from that first half. 4 tries from Hong Kong. And action still to come. In fact, we're going to delay that for the action that's happening live.
28-0. It's a whopping first half from Hong Kong. Really are ruthless. Woodwood takes that one under all sorts of pressure. Kadu lead to Rimini. Nardoni's on the field. The Italian-born Hong Kong player. Moved here when he was 10 years old.
Wow, that won't be good enough for some people, Boozer.
No, he's clearly a ringer. Born in Florence in Italy. His dad was posted here. Just
really
20 years of age.
I wonder how many stamps that took.
Before, maybe it was C-mail, I'm not sure. Here come Hong Kong, looking for Denmark out wide. He's on the field. Oh, he gets a high one from Woodwood. The two Maxes out on the side here. Rimini looks up and he pops it inside to Woodwood. He's just getting himself off the ground. So it's helter-skelter right now.
Well, here we go.
Denmark with the head wobble. Look at that. He's straight under the post. Class act. That was chaotic, but they get the job done in the end. Try number 5 for Hong Kong.
Well, next Denmark, I think born in Hong Kong, could have played for Wales, could have played for England, played for Hong Kong. Ask yourself. It's a crazy mixed up world. Quite possibly could have gotten the Sri Lankan team too.
I think any team would be glad to have him on his home track here at the football club.
We can go.
One of the exciting finds of Hong Kong rugby for sure. And here comes Liam Herbert as well. What a day he had yesterday. Another young man. He comes on his home track with his teammate from the football club, Jamie Hood.
Almost an accidental rock star, isn't he, Liam Herbert? He kind of looks quite ordinary. He sort of scuffs along looking like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. At times looking almost disinterested in life.
And the way he gets around, we saw yesterday, he's made of rubber. Where another man's Achilles would have snapped, and here he goes. He just seems to run at unbelievable angles, almost like Neo from the Matrix sometimes. Another product of the under-20s program here. And yeah, he's debuted in San Fran. Imagine that, debuting in a Rugby World Cup.
Well, just didn't debut at a Rugby World Cup, got out there and went pretty good.
Yep.
On the major stage, so
confident young man.
Oh, he doesn't seem to be too bothered by anything, to be fair.
35-0. Philippines looking for some way back into this match, maybe a couple of points. You know who they're going to face, of course. Probably Japan. Here they go now. Just as we say that, Hood gives chase. It's Dawson. Hood and Dawson. Dawson and Hood. What a chase from Hood. But Dawson has the gas. And Herbert's there for good measure. Just as we talked about getting some points and taking some momentum into the semi-finals, that's precisely what coach Frano Bodika would have been looking for.
Terrific score for the Philippines. Half an opportunity. It was beautiful, wasn't he? Backed up to Jamie Hood. It was the old pick and roll.
Ah, what a beauty.
Kicks on target. That's a cracker. Look at this. He backs into Jamie Hood, takes him behind him, and then just rolls off him. And Hoodie's, well, surprise. Top score.
Yep, that's a valuable 7. Here comes Denmark. Kadu Lee, they're just breezing downfield now. There's Nadoni. Look at the gas on this man for a big fella. He's been tracked back though well. Looks like it's Rudder who's off the naughty chair. Good defensive scrambling from the Philippines there to save that one. Yes, looks like they'll face Japan, so Philippines finishing their pool with a tough match and then straight into the fryer.
That's the first 7 points. That's the first points. Hong Kong has conceded. Oh, Herbert, how's he done that? Trouble, trouble.
Christian Cullen, 1996.
Oh, not quite.
First points conceded, you're saying?
That's right.
That's right, scored 110 yesterday and 0 against. Here's Denmark. Little stop-start, and Herbert finishes that one without too much problem as Roberts tries to pull him to ground. It's an impossible task at that range. There he is, the rubber man. He's a sight to behold. Super fit too, by the looks of things. All these boys are. Oh, that's a fantastic effort from Hood there, from out wide. Takes them into 42, onto 42. Into the last half minute.
Well, Jack Neville's pulled a hard shift. He's had to play now. He's got the water vest on. He's running water on. I'll tell you what, with this Hong Kong side, there's always something to do.
They're cutting expenses, you see.
Well, I see they're just, according to the South China Morning Herald, signed another player for 800k.
South China Morning Herald.
Yeah, wonderful publication.
Love
Very
it.
insightful.
Is that the one that Alibaba's making a takeover bid for?
Well, Diarese, chairman for life. That was the main headline.
Here they come after the hooter. Here's Rudder. Did his 2 minutes on the chair, gets away from Denmark. Denmark comes back at him, says, not off my shift. Good work from Jerome Rudder there. Showed some wheels to get outside Denmark.
Didn't he?
Oh, a bit of a fend to the face there.
A bit of rubbings racing happens from time to time.
Nadoni there trying to fend the chest. I think he collected someone in the head.
Yellow card for number 1.
Blake.
Harrison Blake.
Hood says, that'll do us. We are topping the pool. We are out of here. 42 points to 7. That's about 160 points over their pool matches, 7 against. Very impressive for the gold medalists, the hosts. They go into the semi-finals later today with all the momentum. And that will be happening at around 3:12 this afternoon. 42 points to 7. Bravo, the Philippines. They take second spot on the table, and that's a good result from them.
Well, knowing the old master Frano Bonica as we do, he would have targeted the game today that he thinks the Philippines, if they can take that, they're going to go well. Remember last year in the corresponding tournament, they played patchy, but they'd played well. They had to come out, they won a crucial game before it was lights out in their, I think, 4th or 5th place final